Hey guys, Ashley here. Today I wanted to get on and talk to you guys about some products from the company Tarte. I have to say, I feel like Tarte has really been hitting it out of the park lately. Like, every single thing that they're pumping out, I love, and I'm hearing nothing but good things about from other people as well. So I want to show you guys the items that I have and tell you guys my thoughts on them and give you a look at everything. So let me just jump right into this. How cute are these? The packaging and the convenience of the way that these palettes are set up. I feel like they are the absolute perfect size. These would be so good for travel. And not to mention, like, they're adorable and I'm straight up obsessed. Like, okay, so I'm going to start with this. I feel like it's this whole line right now that is really on it. So I don't know if it's the Tarteist. This is the Tarte blush palette. This is the clay blush palette that they came out with, and it's beautiful. And you open it up and you have this big mirror. On the mirror, they always have like cute stuff written on their mirror. So on this mirror, it says the Blush Authority, and then you get these 4 beautiful shades. So perfect. I feel like they scream spring and summer. Like, they're going to be so awesome for the upcoming seasons. And let me tell you the names because they're adorable too. So we have Live, Laugh, Love, and Dream. And they are seriously such pretty colors. And if you're familiar with Tarte's clay blushes, they are so pigmented, they apply beautifully, they wear beautifully. Even if you are somebody who has oily skin, when they are made with that Amazonian clay, that allows for somebody who has oily skin to be able to wear these better. They're going to stay on you more. They're not going to like rub off due to your oily skin. They're not going to wear off as easily because it is an Amazonian clay blush, and that's essentially like what it does. So these are going to be great for you, but great for anybody. Like, I don't even really have oily skin, but I love these blushes. This has quickly become quite the favorite of mine. I reach for it constantly now. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Moving on, I want to talk to you guys about this one really quick. So, for starters, I initially did not want to buy this. I seen it, the packaging and everything, in some videos of some YouTubers on here talking about it, and I was sold on packaging only. I was like, this is beautiful. I need it. I'm so excited about this. So I went to the store, and I went to the store because I wanted to see it in person, swatch it, pick it up. People must have been like digging their fingers in there, and the whole like tester palette was a hot mess. And honestly, it kind of turned me off. Mainly this center shade here. So all of this center shade was all jacked up, and it was like chalky, dust flowing everywhere. It was a hot mess, like everywhere, all over this tester palette. So then I'm swatching it, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, this middle shade is so chalky. I don't know how I feel about this. And next to it on the display was the Anastasia Glow Kit. So I was like, you know what? I started swatching that one. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this middle shade. I don't want to buy something and then not love the entire thing, and then it's like essentially a waste. And I was like, I think I'm going to pick up the Anastasia Glow Kit instead. So that's what I did. And then my friend Sam had picked this up, and she was like, you need to get it. Like, she's obsessed with it. She's like, I love it so much. It's amazing. Like, you need it. Then I started seeing Luster Lux using it and raving about it, and she was using this center shade to set under her eyes. Now, granted, I gotta say, I still am not obsessed with this center shade. I have been playing with it, trying to like set under my eyes and everything with it. I'm still not obsessed with it. It does the job, I guess, but I just don't think there's anything special about it. But I definitely feel like this was completely worth my money, because these 2 side shades are so beautiful. I'm obsessed with highlighters right now and all these highlighter palettes that have been coming out, and seriously, I'm loving these. These are fantastic, and they're so soft. Tarte definitely did it right on these. The Champagne Gold, which is this one, is Sunlight. The Matte Sand shade is Filtered Light, and then the Rosy Pearl where did I come up with ivory? The rosy pearl is called Moonlight. So I want to swatch these for you. You're not really going to see the yellowy one because, I mean, it's kind of more like a setting powder than anything. So those are them swatched on my hand. Next, I want to talk about, this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette. Again, with the packaging. I have not one bad thing to say about any of Tarte's packaging. Their packaging is on point, exactly what I want. Travel friendly, sized properly, like beautiful decoration that they always add on here. I'm obsessed. I love Tarte's packaging. I'm such a sucker for packaging. So this is like a tiny little round disc, and you pop it open. Again, it has the big mirror. And this is the Rainforest of the Sea Shadows. I've talked about this before on my channel, so I'm not going to go that in depth on it, but it's just beautiful. Like, these two shades are more of like a satin finish, and the rest are shimmers, but they really are gorgeous. I was a little iffy because I was like, I feel like I don't wear shimmers that often, or at least I wasn't. Now I'm like getting back into them, but I went through like this matte phase where I was essentially just wearing mattes on my eyes all the time. So then when I picked this up, I kind of started to fall back in love with shimmers, and now I'm wearing shimmers again. But these have cute names too. So it's Seashell, Wave, Abyss, Reef, Starfish, Cove, Sand, and Mermaid. And it's such a gorgeous neutral palette. They're so beautiful. Such unique shades. I love them. Not much else I could say about this. I love this palette. These are so soft and buttery. Tarte always does well with their eyeshadows, I feel like. Next, I want to talk about this guy. This is the Tarte Showstopper Clay Palette. So again with the disc, but this disc is larger, obviously, than this one because this is strictly eyeshadows, whereas this one comes with some face products. You guys already know that I love these. I've talked about them before. I have the Rainforest of the Dark palette, and I'm obsessed with that one as well. That is my go-to, like, everyday look. I leave it in the car because it's so convenient to have everything in there like this. Huge mirror. What else more could you need? Because you have your blush, you have your bronzer, your highlighter, and some great eyeshadows. I was obsessed with these Rainforest of the Dark one before. Since I've gotten this, I definitely much prefer this one. I feel like these eyeshadow shades are much more me. I don't know how to explain it really, but they're just much more me. Like, especially this one, like I've said in a video before, I've been wearing this all over as a single wash of color on my eyes when I'm in a rush, and it really complements my brown eyes. It's definitely like the right color for me, and I love this highlighter and the blush. I haven't used the bronzer that much, but everything in here is perfection. Like, it's gorgeous. So I just wanted to give this a mention and let you guys know that if you were thinking about picking this up, do it because you will not regret it. I love this. And again, the blush that's in here is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes that they always do, which are, like I said about the blush palette, they're good for oily skin as well. Next I want to talk about, came out before the rest of these products that I'm talking about, but it still is fairly new and people are still just now picking it up and everything. So this is the Tartelette in Bloom Amazonian Clay Palette. So first off, the packaging, again, it's just like gorgeous. I'm obsessed with Tarte's packaging. So this opens like this. This basically is kind of like the sister of the original Tartelette palette. That one was all, I have that one here. Let me show you comparison. Okay, so here's the original Tartelette palette, and this is the Tartelette in Bloom. So as you can see, the Tartelette is all matte shades, whereas the Tartelette in Bloom incorporates some shimmer shades, which I personally love about it. They do both kind of have that like a mauviness about it. This is a little bit more cool toned, this is a little bit more warm toned. But I was quite the fan of this to begin with because, like I said, I was going through that phase where I was obsessed with matte shadows. So this was great for me because it was a whole palette of strictly matte shadows. And at that point in time, I was loving this. And then they came out with this one. And I gotta say, the funny part is my favorite shade in here is this one called Firecracker. and it's like this beautiful rose gold type of eyeshadow, and it's definitely a shimmer. This comes with Rocker, Firecracker, and Funny Girl are the shimmer shades, and then the rest are all matte, and it's just like such a beautiful array of neutrals. So I'm loving this, and I don't know why, but this kind of smells like chocolate, and I know that like Too Faced products all smell like chocolate for the most part. I don't know if this was supposed to smell like chocolate, but it definitely does. It kind of smells like chocolate. So I'm loving that. Again, super travel friendly, beautiful packaging. Okay, and last, talking about travel friendly, lastly, I have the Tartelette Tease, which is essentially the miniature version of the 2 Tartelette palettes. They did like a little travel version, kind of like how Urban Decay does the Naked Basics. I feel like this is their version of Urban Decay's Naked Basics. So like the Naked Basics was like a small compilation, like relative to the Naked palettes, whereas Tarte does these Tartelette palettes that everybody is obsessed with, and they did their own mini version of it as well. So again, how cute is the packaging? And it's like this nice cardboard, but it still is very sturdy, but I feel like that's great because this isn't gonna like break or anything in your bag. And when you open it up, it has the mirror and it says Tease on the mirror, but such a great assortment of colors. You have a shimmer. This is a shimmer. This is kind of like a satin, and then the other 4 I feel like are mattes. They're just gorgeous. Like, oh, Tarte. They've definitely done it for me lately. I am obsessed, loving, so impressed by everything that Tarte has done lately. And honestly, there's still so much more from the new lines that I want, because I want the Rainforest of the Sea. I want to try the foundation and the concealer. But yeah, so that's all the Tarte products that I have picked up from their recent releases and all the ones that I am currently loving. And I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and maybe you have seen something that you want to pick up, or maybe there's something that you've already picked up that I haven't yet. Tell me about it down below, because I would love to hear what else I need. Like I told you, I'm kind of itching to get more from the line. So that's about it for today, guys. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.